Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we got a new unboxing for you. It's not a very big one, but it's just some lures that are going to work good the next few months here, and a new rod and reel setup. So stay tuned. Hey guys, here we are doing another unboxing video with some lures that should work good through June, July, and even some of them in August. It's not a real big unboxing, but we also got a rod and reel combo I want to share with you guys. Alright, so without further ado, let's get into it. We're going to start with the rod, which is a Daiwa Tatula. It is a medium light, 1/16 to 3/8 ounce, and 5 to 12 pound test. I paired that up with an Abu Garcia Revo BFS reel, and that's a Strike King bluegill colored popper. Guys, I've gotten to use this rod quite a bit. This is about 250 bucks for the combo here. I paired it up with 8 pound monofilament Trilene XT smooth casting. It'll launch this little popper 60-70 feet away with minimum effort. The rod is super light. It's almost like holding nothing in your hand. It's amazing. It handles the fish real well. Was out fishing. We're going to have a video. Caught 5? I want to say 5 on it. Missed a couple, you know, they slashed at it. The weather here in Pennsylvania has been absolute garbage. It's been raining almost every day, so fishing's been tough. But that was my BFS setup. I'm rather impressed with it. The rod, you can get the rod and reel at Tackle Warehouse. I think the rod was $89 or $100, and the reel was $150, which ain't bad. And like I said, I have no complaints with it thus this far. Okay guys, now we're going to get started into the unboxing. It's a small unboxing this time, folks, but I wanted to give you something, show you a little something. So we're going to start out with wake baits. Guys, I love catching bass on a wake bait. One of my favorite wake baits ever that's been discontinued, and I wish Rapala would bring it back, was the Storm Subwort in the bluegill color. I would absolutely destroy the bass on that. But since we can't have that, and I'm not going to spend $40 on a $5 bait back when they were available, we'll go with the Bagley Balsa wake bait. This one being the Ghost Shad color. We also have the Blueback Shad. And then finally, but not last, is the Ghost Bluegill. Okay, moving on. I really became a fan of this swim bait head on a 2-inch perch colored Rapala Crush Shitty Mare, and that is the Z-Man Finesse Eyes. This is the greenback, and I got 2 packs of those. Guys, I don't know what it is, but the contrast of the head to the color of that perch colored bait, whatever it is, they just totally annihilate it. I had one of my best days with a little tiny swim bait not that long ago. Nobody was catching anything, and I got, I think, 10 and a crappie that weighed over a pound on them. You know, bass and crappie. So, you know, I can't complain about that. It got a nice body roll, which it contrasts the colors with that little head in it. That little head just fits up on that bait, and it just looks natural. So, real good pairing up with that. That's a 2.5 inch Crush Shitty Mare. with the finesse size from Z-Man, and those were 1/8 ounce heads. Okay guys, another bait that I love topwater fishing. There's different categories of topwater fishing. Obviously the popper's one. Walking style baits, hollow body frogs, your popping frogs, and your, I don't know what we're gonna call it, the winged, the crawlers. This being the Spro Creeper size 80 in black. Okay, guys, this time of the year, especially now, great time to start getting some topwater action. I'm going to use that, or any topwater for that matter, other than the popper. The popper is going to be more target oriented, but like your whopper ploppers, your walking style baits where you're covering water out on points, main length points, secondary points, maybe if they're up in there still, a rock pile, ledge, down a riprap bank if the shatter spawning. Long weed lines works real well sometimes. Around docks, dock pilings. Guys, you're going to want to use them in the morning, early morning, and in the evening. If you want to use a topwater bait during the day, you're going to want to find those shade lines with the overhanging trees. And then you're probably going to want to use like a hollow body frog where you can skip it up under there or up underneath a dock, so you're in that shade but you still can work a topwater bait. A lot of like your crawling style baits and your whopper ploppers are not going to skip very well. So if you want to do midday because that's where your schedule leaves you, I would suggest using a hollow body frog, something that you can skip up under that cover and get the action, because that's where they're going to be. Okay guys, and then last but not least for this video, I bought these because Fast Geek had them on his channel, and I thought, wow, that's pretty cool, I want to try them. If you ever, we're getting into the season where hollow body swim baits are going to be, right now they're going to be feeding on little shads and stuff and guard fryers up north here. Down south are a little bit further ahead, so that this might pertain to you where you're going to want to use a little bigger bait. If you ever use the hollow body paddle tail, they tend to, or swim bait, they tend to rip real easy. And he mentioned about this particular hook and getting a little more out of your hollow bodies, because they're not cheap. They're like $10 a pack or something. So I thought, you know what, it's hidden, it preserves your hollow body bait a little longer, why not? And what I'm talking about is the Blade Runner, as being the 3/8 ounce 4/0. Okay, this would be good for your 4" to 5. You could probably run a 5" on that, maybe even a 3" size hook. And then I also got, and that's in 3/8 ounce. Then I got the 3/16 ounce and the 3/0. Now this will definitely be good for your 4", 3". This you probably could even run a 5" on, the 4/0. This is a little smaller. The hooks get inserted inside that body, keep it so that it has a little bit of wobble to it, but keeps it tracking straight. It won't roll over. And being that it's inside the bait, it's not tearing it out, so you get a little bit more out of your hollow body frog or hollow body swim baits, which in the long run will save you some money, which is always nice. Alright guys, well, we're going to wrap it up with this video. I hope to see you on the next one. We're going to do a video on a little modification to your minnow trap. And we might even go as far after we do that, have a video on minnow trap from the shelf to modification, just to show you how well one works versus the other. Alright, well I hope I see you on those ones. See you soon.